I'm at it again, buying cars to play with, and this time it's not so much a future classic as a past it classic, as we can see. One well and truly dirty, rusty MGB. But I've got plans for this car. I'll let you know about those later. In the meantime, we're going to give it a wash first, see what that does for it. Well, that looks a little bit better. Still needs some work. Only one half done as well. Right, now let's see if we can get it started. Nice sounding. Right, well, I've sort of washed it. Now I'm going to see if I can sort of start it. It hasn't been started for 7 or 8 years now, so I'm going to give it a go. Obviously, that's going to entail a few things. I've brought a battery with me, so that goes in the back here, behind the seats. Plug that in. Right, taking the air filters off, as I said. Down there. PB Blaster, much better than that Fairy Juice WD-39. You know what I'm talking about. Taking the distributor cap off. Looks all right. I think it might have electronic ignition. I'm not sure. I can't see. It's too dark down there. And I've got to say, working on old engines is great. There's so much room, so easy to get at everything. At least it would be. You can have a bleeding tree getting in on the act. One Leyland key. Going into the ignition. I'm sitting in the seat's dark, a bit tricky getting into that seat. Just going to connect the battery up. Where are you? There you are. Connect. Got an ignition light come on down here. Something's come on. Let's try to turn over then. Actually try to turn over. But not very well. I don't think we're getting enough charge. Right, well, I've connected the battery up properly rather than using those jump leads because they are shit. And I get this. But I don't want to do too much of that because I'm not getting any oil pressure according to this. Now, unfortunately, I don't know whether it's electronic or whether it's actually one that senses the oil pressure where it's got a pipe going to it, which some of them do, odd ones. If it's electronic, it might just be that the connectors come off. But I need to check a few things. I don't want to wreck the engine by trying to turn it over when it's got no oil in it. The obvious thing to do when checking your car to see if there's any oil in it is to check the dipstick. I forgot about that one. And it has got some lovely thick black stuff in here. So there obviously is some oil in there. So we can assume, cautiously assume that it's the oil pressure sensor isn't connected up. There are some loose leads around there. Could be that. So next is the fuel. And there ain't no fuel coming through. So I'm going to disconnect that and see what we can do about it. Do you like it, folks? It's my gravity-fed fueling system. Pretty sure the fuel pump's not working on the fuel tank, so this is the destroyed fuel filter. Doesn't really matter, the whole engine's going to get sort of taken out soon anyway. It will hopefully just gravity feed down to the SU carburetors, and we'll see if we can get a bang. I've not been able to check the sparks. I can't get the spark plugs off because I haven't got the correct correct tool even. But let's see what happens. No spark, obviously. Oh well, there you go. Battery providing power, turning the starter. Fuel via my little gravity feed. Is oil, probably is oil pressure. But no spark. probably a duff coil, or might even just be a bad earth. But unfortunately I don't have the tools, or because of my mate the tree here, the room to get in there and be able to sort it. Unfortunately I've got to leave the car here because it's on a friend's drive and it's getting in the way. So sadly I can't give you a MGB firing up for the first time in 7 years. Fear not though, as I said earlier, I've got plans for this rather sorry looking MGB of mine. In fact, I'm going to take one of these. Yes, that happens to be a V6 engine from a Jaguar, taken from one of these. And with the help of MX5 subframes, that's the rear one there, and some bodywork like this, I hope to make the whole thing look like one of these. So hopefully it will go and handle as good as it will look.